money back?
This is the Kathryn Dunn Show. Welcome, everyone. Today we've got Matt Capazzi, Elaine Vario, David Shapiro, Don Slovin. Nick is here, potentially to give us the mukbang. We'll see. Bull is also with us, and so am I. I'm Kathryn Dunn. All right, Nick, are you going to share the mukbang?
Nope.
Oh. All right, for those of you at home, just imagine the mukbang happening on the other end of Nick's camera. Which brings us to our very first thing, which is something that we totally planned.
We have something totally planned.
Uh-huh.
Say it ain't so.
I got my sides right here.
And who would like to set up the scene for this play that we've been working on?
What a bowling alley, why not?
All right. So, in this, we take you to the bowling alley.
Hey, you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Do you feel good about the tournament today?
Guys, you got to come over here and get the funny shoes, all of you.
Hey,
Oh, man, they gave me fungus last time.
hey,
I'll
what size
I'll
shoes do
spray
you
them
need?
with perfume.
What
Sorry.
size shoes do you need, kid?
You do it. You do it.
What?
What size
Yeah.
shoes do you need, kid?
Hold on. I think the other shoe person's having a crisis.
Oh, no. The other shoe person said, I'll take a break. Go for it.
Hey, over there in the shoe department, what's going on? You need some help from over here in the snack department? Because I can come and help if you need.
Yeah, come on over. You could sit here next to me.
Is it possible for the ones that you don't rent that I could use them to drink out of? Because I'd like to drink out of a shoe.
Wow, I think I know what I got that fungus from.
And that was a bowling alley. Yes, we worked all week on it. Congratulations.
We worked all week on it. It
Yeah.
was simple.
The
Hell
work
week.
paid off.
Hell week.
And I raised my...
different
And I,
choices. I
and
did
I-
a couple of different choices with my character this week. I hope that was okay.
Yes.
I raised my bowling score, just so you know. It's from an 80 to an 88.
Yes, we all
Okay,
took
just-
bowling lessons to get into character for the play you've just seen. That was brilliant. Congratulations on the director. You are a diva, but well done. And now it's time for uplifting animal news.
Okay,
with
so...
Elaine Vadio.
Okay. So the two that I took from out of the thin air may or may not be good news according to the way you think about animals.
Oh God.
The first one says dog breeder is re-engineering French bulldogs' faces to make them healthier. How do we feel about that, folks? They don't give me any names, so there are no spoiler alerts.
All right,
Well, they're
so
ma-
go on.
What?
So they're making French bulldogs' faces better so they can breathe. I know that's always a history of things with them, that they don't breathe well because they've been bred to have that small nose.
Right. Well, I think the guy owns a goggle company, and he's trying to make money now, like put glasses for dogs on these noses. I think it's
Hold
GMD.
that was just my thoughts about it.
Hold on. This guy has a goggle company. He's like, I can't market it to those dogs. They don't have snoots. So then he goes and he re-engineers the animal to have the snoot for his goggles.
That's right.
Genetically modified dogs.
This man's sick.
Well, they're all breeder dogs are genetic. What
Genetic.
God said. What God said about those. Yeah. So basically, they all are, right? See, look, there's one right there, and he's wearing glasses. A plus B equals C. See?
That is my bunnoodle. It's a bunny doodle.
Being a human being that's actually putting on a mask, if you will, the way it sounds to me like you're talking about, they don't breathe very well through their noses.
Well, now they can breathe and look stylish. Just saying. Be
Now, what
safe
about-
on a motorcycle.
But what about elephants? I mean, I've heard that elephants are having problems breathing through their noses as well.
For
I know
real?
they can it as a
No. They can pick up
Oh,
gallons of water with those noses. You kidding?
really? I thought
Yeah.
they could braid like those nasal strips. I saw that people were making nasal
No,
strips.
they thought they were a fashion statement. That's all. They trying to get the wrinkles out of their face a little bit. That
On the
wasn't
topic
anything
of
to do with the
elephants,
nose.
do you know that they are known for holding entire cases of wine in their snouts?
No way.
pretty
5
surprised.
gallons.
Ooh,
5
5
gallons of
gallons.
water they can hold.
Or
Yeah,
wine.
5 gallons of wine. Yeah.
5 gallons?
5
Do
gallons.
they get drunk? Do they actually do this? Has this happened? Where is this coming
They-
from?
I read in a book somewhere.
I think you have
in
them in the backyard.
Animals that may be alcoholics.
Wow.
Okay, wait. Now there's
How
only
do wait, they breathe the same way that they pull in water too, right? In the same
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Drinking like breathing. It's like breathing for them.
and if you make them laugh, that wine comes out their snout. Just saying.
Aw.
So if you tickle an elephant while he's holding 5 gallons of wine.
Oh, no, I want to see a rom-com with elephants. Just like, at each
Okay,
other.
the second story
Yeah.
that is again iffy is the one I found about orcas that have sunk 3 boats in Europe.
Mm.
They're teaching other orcas how to do this because they got pissed off, and they're teaching their young how to make boats get usually sailboats because they can hit the rudder. Just
Aw.
figure.
They're
So
teaching,
the
they're
killer
teaching
whales
their
are revolting.
I'm just saying the orcas are like going, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
then we gotta start this at home. We gotta start educating the orcas not to teach this to their young.
No.
I mean,
I like sailboats, but somebody pissed them off, and it's being handed down to their youngins, so they really pissed them off.
I mean,
Yeah.
every time I see like people hunting whales on those whale shows, those big steam driven, diesel engine stuff. There's never been a
Well, this
Well, maybe
aggression
they can't knock those
wait,
over, so they're starting to just like
nah.
work their way
No,
up.
aggression.
no, it's
in the wrong
happening
area.
in Iberia. The Iberian coast is where it happened in May 2020, and it's now happening. It's been passed down. I think the sailboats are being targeted. I'm
I
just
think-
warning you.
I think I'm just worried that people are going to say that the sailboats were asking for it.
I think
I
it might have
did-
been
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. They don't pollute as much as those
Mm.
gas powered stink pots. I
I
like
think we
sailing.
need a bigger boat.
I would like for them to hit like Bezos' super yacht.
Hmm.
That would, I'd be all down for
I
that.
used to have a
Like,
sailboat,
either
but I kept having
Bezos-
this problem when I went out on water. People continuously were buying my boat, so I ended up swimming back.
Hmm.
Bezos would get away in a helicopter, just so you know. Then, Nick.
What were you
It's
saying,
no,
Nick?
it doesn't matter.
I would like them just to capsize his Bezos super yacht. I don't care if he survives. I just want the $200 million super yacht to be destroyed by orcas.
So basically, you want to contract these orcas. You want to find these specific orcas, ask them if they're willing to do a job together, and you've got a mark. You've got a
What
target.
you should do, Nick, you should get yourself a pod of orca
Yeah.
and teach them on your own and raise them I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style. And
Or hey, just so you know, orcas are the top of their food chain, and nobody hunts them but humans. Just so you know.
I
Ninja
get it. They're
orcas?
intelligent enough to be able to make a community.
Mhm.
Teenage
Yeah,
Mutant Ninja Orcas, is that what I'm hearing you say, David?
Mhm. Mhm.
I can do that. Other than the fact that I can't swim at all, that sounds like a great plan.
I think it'll work itself out somehow. I don't know. I believe in you.
Yeah, it'll be
On-
me,
on the-
me sleeping with the fishes, literally.
Aw. I'm sure they may have
Well,
really
there's-
soft,
Oh, and
I would like to
seaweed
deep sea
blankets.
fish for an orca.
No, I'm just saying, go watch the video
on the
on our page.
Hold on, I think
Orcas
Matt
will
is
mess
trying to
you
say
up.
something, but he's a little splotchy. Go again, Matt.
on the evolutionary,
He left. That's hilarious.
Chain.
Every Wi-Fi
There's a lot
problem.
of issues with the chain.
The
We see
chain-
you, Matt.
what was the Was there how was the evolution between orcas and the Orca Man?
I think one day they were like, I don't like bugs. I'm gonna work my way up to boats, but I'll start with bugs. Are you talking about the Orkin Man?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what happened. And then they were like, okay, and then
I
some
thought-
man stole their job and
Huh.
marketed it.
Yeah, I thought they used to be a whale, and now they're orkin. They're past.
What about the
Pass.
Oric guy? The vacuum cleaner dude.
Oh, yeah,
What also was it? Were any of them from the planet Orc?
yes,
Like
every single one.
Orc?
I
Yeah.
do
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
Nanu.
And that was all of uplifting animal news. The news with Murphy. I don't know if you guys are following, but Murphy, the adorable eagle who was, trying to hatch a rock. His little boy, eaglet number whatever dash whatever. And I apologize. I don't know your cute little name.
Spoiler alert! We should know this name. I have to.
know,
Go
it's like
for it.
12-223 or something. Is as big as he's gonna get. He's officially fully grown. So like now it's just a matter of his feathers changing color. So you can check that out at the Wild Bird or Wildlife Bird Sanctuary and see what's going on with Murphy. I think that's Matt. Do you have any uplifting animal news? Does anybody have any uplifting animal news before we move on to the next bit?
Nah, that was
No.
it.
Okay,
That was it.
so now it's time for Tattletales.
Uh-oh.
And we all talk shit about our pets. Okay, what have your animals done this week? Or ever that you'd like to get out right now? That you'd like to get off your chest? Tell us about.
So I would like to say something about one of my cats. This week, my cat Lucas has decided to bring me not one, but 2 dead rats,
Oh no.
and has put them at the foot of my bed both times.
Oh god. So have you been eating poorly lately? Like are they teaching you how to hunt?
Are
so
they
you can
worried
do-
about you?
Yeah,
Are they
everything
worried
okay?
about you?
They're teaching me how to hunt. For when I befriend our friends, the orcas, they're teaching me how to hunt rats.
Because that'll play in this space opera, in this sea opera, rather. Aw.
Indeed.
How about
I-
you,
Mr. Cute. Sorry.
David? What were you going to say?
I always wanted to talk about my two boys, Wilson and Fluffhead. I introduced them before. Fluffhead is sort of sweet and docile, and his brother Wilson is so playful and loving, but is the most. He is a devil in disguise. He wants something, and he knows exactly what to do to piss me off. He will. The one thing he likes to do is he likes to go up to my phone wherever it is lying and start biting on it and moving it around. And he bites it, and he sort of bites it. And I guess when he was real young, I must have shooed him away, and he now knows that bothers me. So every time he will hunt for my phone to do that, or my iPad. He also will, if you've ever seen, he is the one who will suddenly jump on the screen from here, and it's not good. And he also, when he doesn't get his way, he will start scratching on the door. I cannot keep my door closed from him because he will scratch on the door all night. The only way to ever get any respite from him is to put him in the second bedroom where his litter box is with his brother, and that's always an event because as soon as I put one of them in one of the room, the other one hides.
So what
Time
are you
out,
doing to
time out.
upset him that he has
Good.
to teach you a lesson? What have you done to deserve this? Is what I'm asking.
What have I done? I should clean out his litter box more. I should get food he likes instead of the other food that he doesn't like, but they're finicky. Sometimes they like it, and sometimes they don't. And I said, I think you'll like this brand, and they won't go near it. And I've tried putting the food in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds just to see if that changes anything, if they go after it or not.
Does it?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Okay, get back to us, please. We want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I've
dude.
done that. I've done that, so I can't say anything because that new food comes in the fridge for
Mhm.
dogs, and you cut it up, and I always think that warm would be better, right? Then they'll think it's people food. So you're trying to fool them, right,
Yep.
David? You're trying to fool them. Cats
Thank
might be smarter.
My cat always knows
Well,
when
I
it's vegan
think,
food.
just going back to what Nick was talking about with his pet bringing him dead rats. I mean, that's kind of bringing like your pet is bringing sacrifices to what they think is a god. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if they build a temple that resembles you.
Ooh.
Or that they're just gonna burn me in a fucking effigy.
Maybe keep us updated. If you don't hear from Nick next week, just know that it didn't go the way he was
He
hoping.
was burned. I don't think you'll hear from me next week because it's my mom's 70th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Hey, happy birthday!
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but I will most likely. I'll do what I can to keep in touch,
Thank you.
or I may just be burned in effigy by 3 crazy cats.
Aw. 3 religious cats.
Yeah, leave the GoPro on.
Yeah. This girl, she might look like she's not a monster, but she is one. She terrorizes my dog.
He is a
Look how innocent. Look how innocent she looks.
Yeah,
What breed?
looks.
Is that a breed that has that nose? Is that just your cat's style?
It's just she's Egyptian. She's obviously, you
Yeah.
know, an Egyptian,
That's it.
like worshipped by Egyptian gods.
Yeah.
She's a
Oh,
god worshipped by Egyptian gods, just to be clear. Yeah.
Egyptian. Interesting.
Yeah, she's got that thing going for her.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have answers other than, you know, obviously she's a god worshipped by gods.
No, oh yeah, Bast. You could call her Bast.
Yeah,
Got it.
sometimes I do. Sometimes, you know. But yeah. So she's a monster. She attacks my dog for not following the religion of her specifically. She's like, why aren't you in love with me? And it's because my dog was here first and she just needs to, you know, get over it. But we'll see how that all goes. Tune in next week to see if she gets over it. She won't. Are there any more animal stories that we have to tell before we move on?
I do want to say Mr. Cute did get pushed around a little bit in Manhattan, and he then snapped at the next 3 pair of ankles that went past him.
Oh,
Who is it? Who did it? I'm ready.
Give us
Show me.
Some lady,
Give
some
us
lady.
ankles. We'll break them.
Yeah, exactly. Some lady gave me a dirty look, and she kicked him because she wasn't looking where she was walking.
I'm gonna kick that
And
woman.
I really wanted to kick her, but he
We
was
all
too
do.
busy. He was too busy snapping at the next 2 people that walked past. You
Poor
know that because
because
it puts him on alert.
Because the abused abuse others.
prison changes a dog. What can
Yeah.
I tell you?
I can't hit a woman, but I could like hit the guy standing next to her, I guess.
No,
Aw.
she can just go for any ankle that comes up because he's got the blind
He's
side.
traumatized by ankles now. Poor thing.
He's only got one eye. He's only got one eye. Come up on that side fast, and he's gonna nip at you. You know.
Also, my cat has a beef with someone.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
drama from Mitzi.
Yeah. So the recycling truck comes
Oh.
down once a week, and Mitzi can sense it. She's just like, and she was so it comes by on Saturday, so she was growling, and one day it's gonna go down. There's gonna be a confrontation, people.
It's not gonna be safe
So-
for that truck.
No, it's
So
gonna be
about-
like the OK Corral, you know,
Yeah.
like Mitzi and the recycling truck. It's gonna go down.
What does it wake her up? Does it wake her up? I don't understand
No,
the anger.
she's just like she starts growling and she goes into lion mode.
Could you please record this for us so that we have it by next week?
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you. I need to see this.
I need to see this too.
So about a decade ago, when I was living in South Florida, I had a cat named Kitty.
Oh,
I know it's a very original name, very creative.
how did you come up with that?
That's
In
amazing.
my defense, my 4-year-old nephew at the time named the cat.
Okay, so it's
Sure.
genius.
Sure.
So one day we had a neighbor who was like walking around the neighborhood.
And then the
Hang
next day we
flyers.
didn't have a neighbor. Sorry, I didn't. I didn't mean to spoil it.
and letting everybody that had a pet know that he had just gotten like a pit bull.
Oh no.
And to like, look, he was not going to be responsible if something happened to your pet. So, unbeknownst to everyone, well, unbeknownst to our neighbor, to that neighbor at the time, Kitty was a brawler. So, one night at like 2 a.m, this is what I heard. Kitty went out for the evening, like she always did at like 10:30. She would leave the house. I hear a cat hiss, which was my cat. I hear this dog barking at my cat. I hear this dog wincing. I hear like a wince. And then I hear like, and I'm like, I'm going to go open the door right now because I feel like my cat is going to be flying in.
Oh.
I opened the door and I swear to cow, I saw Kitty like flying in, like, get me the hell away from this guy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the dog flew in, like get me
Yeah, I thought the dog was gonna. I thought the dog was gonna hide
And
in your
then
house.
the next day, the neighbor knocks on my door and says, like, did your cat F up my dog? I'm like, yup.
Oh.
Like Cutlet used to end up with some claws in her nose. It's it
Little
happens.
scrappers.
It happens.
Just
That's
a-
what happens when you put your head nose next to the working part of a cat.
I did hear a story about a friend of mine, or a person I knew, had the best name for a cat. A lady had named her cat Slash Boyfriend.
No.
So she could introduce them as hi, this is my cat / boyfriend.
No. Nope. Nope.
Doesn't
lady,
matter.
too
Cat
far.
wouldn't come to it anyway. Cat
Sorry,
wouldn't come
yeah.
to it
I would be
anyway.
like best friend, but not boyfriend. Come on. They're animals. They're animals. They're best friends. That's so creepy. Don't give this cat ideas. She's already a creep. All right. Is that everything on the animals? Cause I'm ready to move on to the next part. Where we get to know Nick and David. All right. So, how do you guys know each other?
You know nothing. I met David about 26 years ago in Maracaibo, Colombia, where we were both fishing on the back of a boat.
Nick was not
No,
a rookie fisherman. I was an experienced hand, having worked on the ocean ever since I was a merchant marine at the age of 18. I took Nick under my wing and taught him how to be an effective fisher of fish.
and then the nights in Bogota, they were so good.
Oh my! Remember her name? What was her name?
Lorena, I think.
Lorena. She stole all of our money, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
But she would look beautiful while she did it, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Wasn't she Miss Boca
Do
in
you remember
1986?
you remember
Sorry.
my third toe on my left foot? She stole that too.
Ready?
Freddie, yes,
And I know that was your best. That was of your two middle toes. That was your favorite.
yes, it was.
Marty on your other foot couldn't hold that.
Marty on the toe, Marty on the right, Freddie on the left.
We hunted down Lorena though.
So David, do you remember why you grew your beard out? Remember that you had that face tattoo of her name, Lorena, which is why you now have to have the beard all the time.
I hate that you bring that up. You know how it pains me.
And that was the 100% accurate and honest backstory of Nick and David. Tune in next
Google
week
it.
to find out if he ever got his toe back.
Wow. I have to make popcorn next time.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And now,
That reminds me.
the game where we, just say one quick thing that reminds me of and don't have a conversation. And the word to get started is popcorn.
Movies.
Ooh, that reminds me. I once went to a movie with somebody who, he asked me to go to a movie, and I'm like, okay, let's watch this movie. And then as the movie is happening, he's like talking, and I'm like, oh no, he's one of those people. And then he's thinking, oh no, she's one of those people, because he's like, you're not fun because you're not talking. And I was like, but you're terrible because you are. And that
reminds me of being asked to go see Star Wars when I was really cool and young, and someone said, I'll take you to Westbury Drive-In. Just, you got to go in the trunk because I don't have enough money for both of us. And I went in the trunk, and then we get in and we're watching Star Wars, and he started hitting on me. I was like, take me home. I came for the movie. Just so you know.
Hold on. I know that we're not supposed to ask questions, but did you just say you were put in a trunk by a stranger?
Well, I kind of knew him. We hung around in the park. We all hung out in, back in the...
Was he older than everyone and hanging out in the park?
That story.
No, he wasn't older. He was like, I asked somebody if they knew him, and they're like, yeah, he's in my science class or some shit. And I was like, all right.
Oh, so he's vetted.
So I wanted to see Star Wars for free.
Oh
I didn't go to make out.
David, what were you trying to say?
That reminds me of since the 70s. In the 70s and probably early 80s, there were some very questionable ways that people sat in cars, especially if you had a station wagon with the way back, with the
way back, yeah.
Or people would just sit in like a flatbed of a truck, or people would sit. I remember when we had a big Ford LTD, and I was small enough, I would sleep in the wheel, not in the wheel wells, like the back bench, and where your feet would go, I would snuggle up down there, and my brother would lay down, and I would sort of do that with my feet over the hump where the axle was coming through, and I would sleep there. And that was so unsafe. And I don't, now all kids up to a certain age and weight limit have to have a child seat. We never had that. Hey, I was in kindergarten. Hey, come on, we're all going out to this.
Wait. We went on one road trip when we were kids, and my mother took one of her fancy, flat, what do you call it stuff? Patent leather, belts, and hooked it between the two seat belts, and the middle kid in the back had that as their seat belt. It was real safe.
Man, as much as sometimes I feel old, that does not remind me of anything.
And that reminds me. And now it's time for... Let's see if we have it this time.
What now?
Where we bring you a completely random and anonymous couple's gripes and have you settle it. Remember, there's no right or wrongs, but whose side are you on? Bull will be reading it this week.
Uh-oh.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, you do. Read one.
Sorry, can't help you.
To be clear, this is reader mail, or viewer mail, rather. He has an entire bag of it with gripes in it, but he is choosing not
I didn't
to
pick up
read
the bag. It's up front there with you.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
Oh, right there's a gripe right there.
Yeah.
He didn't get the mail. Why didn't he go
Yeah.
get the mail? He was walking past the mailbox. He could have picked up your mail. Just saying.
Yeah, whose responsibility is it to get the mail?
No, I'm not going to say it.
All right, do you have access to a chore wheel or something that shows who's responsible for what? I used to be able to do that at a summer camp when I was a counselor with a little plate and a plate inside, and everybody's name was on the outside, and names or jobs were on the inside or the
That sounds like a beautiful idea.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Tune
they
in
would
next
all
week to
say,
find out.
bull, 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 bull. Bull, Kathryn.
Yeah, it'll be like
And the cat.
the $1 million sliver right on the bankrupt sliver on Wheel of Fortune. Like, Kathryn.
Bankrupt.
Yeah.
Okay, that was settled, this petty bullshit. I think it's been settled. The answer is we need a chore wheel, and we're moving right along to,
On this day in history, nothing was solved.
with Matt Capazzi.
Oh, okay. So, after being nominated 19 times and not winning, it was on this day in 1999 that Suzanne Lucci finally won the Daytime Emmy. And she was on All My Children.
Mm-hmm.
So there was celebrating in the streets. NASA was taking over new planets. It was just chaos because everybody was celebrating that Suzanne Lucci finally won. And everybody was celebrating so much that nothing got solved on this day in 1999.
And since then, nothing has been solved. That was on this day in history. And did you know that Glenn Close has been nominated for like maybe 8 Academy Awards and supposedly has won nothing? Doesn't that blow your mind? If it's true.
Yeah.
Well, Susan Lucy, 20th time the charm. Would you stop going to the dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
And accepting this award on her behalf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, she's from Garden City. She used to come into Lord and Taylor's all the time.
Huh.
She's a tiny little thing.
Aww.
Like, yeah, she seemed nice. She was nice to people that worked there. So
So that's why she didn't get ahead.
I watched her on All My Children when I was in college in the 80s, early 90s. I would never have a class from 12 to 1 so I could get home to watch. In school, I used to record it on a VCR and a timer. I used to call home and say, "Dad, turn on the timer. I forgot to." And then on Saturdays, I would like watch all 5 of them.
Do you still
yeah, they
have
don't move
these
very
tapes?
fast.
Don't have it for a long time.
Those are worth
Hey,
their
Dave.
weight in gold.
Recorded over them. I didn't keep them. Oh,
Hey,
look,
David Shapiro, what is a VCR? Would you care to enlighten me into that?
it's an
After that-
analog. Yeah, sure. It's an analog version of what we have now.
I have 3.
You're
I have 3.
rich.
2 of them are still plugged in.
Give me them.
I have one. My TV has one just in. It's
In
an,
case.
I love those. Legitimately love
Did you
those.
ever see Grateful Dog? Is it? It's a VHS tape. What is it?
Who?
I have it. It's Grateful DAWG, and it's a I think it's a dead tape, but I know it's a VHS tape, and I've never
when
seen
we used to
it.
have the trade stuff, analog style. I still have some of them. I think I still have my dead tapes in my in the big wooden case
Yeah, right.
with the J when you would fill out the J card. That was
Right. I remember. They don't know about tapes. They don't know about tapes at all nowadays.
I know about tapes.
Yeah. So do you say you're taping stuff, or do you say recording it? I slip and say taping stuff, and everyone goes.
No, I still say taping stuff. My
Okay.
brother and nieces give me so much shit about that. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
shows your age, so I've gotten to a habit of saying, like, digitally capture this moment with me.
I've been,
Yeah.
or I'm taking a photo.
Oh yeah, they don't take photos. They do selfies.
They do still images. Is technically what we do now.
Sir, please take this selfie of me.
Selfie of you.
a selfie or a you selfie.
Whichever you wish, sir.
Auto selfie.
Yes, please. Enjoy my phone for a photo shoot. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. You've all been amazing, and thank you. Hopefully, we'll see you again. Happy birthday to Nick's mother. So lovely to hear about your animals and meet some of them, and hopefully, we'll get to meet more of them. And you've all been amazing. Thank you. And if you have any plugs, now is the time to do that.
Oh, I have a podcast on Spotify. It's called Matsy's Podcast. I just added 2 new episodes. There's a a group called Pepe Deluxe, and I also posted one for a singer named Kinney. You've never heard of them, but why not listen to some different music? Matt C's podcast, it's on Spotify.
Nice. Thanks. Anybody else got anything they want to plug before we get out of here? Yeah?
Intercity Improv has a jam every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central. Find that on Intercity Improv on Facebook to find those links. There's also...
Occasionally you'll see myself and Mr. Shapiro on that.
Also, Tuesday nights, there's something called the Cartoonia Jam, led by my friends Tanya Dunya and Carter Breed Singh. If you're interested and you have time to jam on Tuesday nights, we'd love to have you. That's at 9 p.m. Central, and we do some fun stuff.
Yeah, I do the Cyber Jam Monday nights sometimes.
We can also be found about the Cartoonia Jam. It gets a little adult.
Yeah, you do the blue moon one Monday too. Well, Tuesday I'm going into the city to do the thing. Maybe you'll come, Kathryn, to do the
Bird?
What's his name? The Bird Show.
Yes,
Universal
check out Bird and
Love.
Friends at Otto Shrunken Head
Otto's
Tuesdays.
Shrunken Head on Tuesdays. So I think I'm going to go on Tuesdays. Come to New York.
I may be in New York in October.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Give us a
Well,
ring.
we'll
We'll have to see you in real life. See if you have legs. I don't.
I met you. I've met Nick. I met Nick at Edith's.
Oh my
Young
God,
Edith's.
you are a tablet.
Yeah, I'm just a two-dimensional image of a person that moves.
I'll just go send my mobile presence device.
Oh my God, I can't wait for that because I feel like I could just come digitally. Can I just do that? So I hope for that future, and hopefully we'll have that future by next week when we see you all right here at TKDS. Bye.
Bye. No.
Thank you.